Welcome back to another Doheny bike tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about how to assemble your Doheny Cruiser. The tools you'll need include a 5, a 4, and a 3mm Allen key, as well as a 15, a 10, and an 8mm wrench. Don't worry if you don't have these, they're included with your repair kit. Start off by cutting off the straps, and be mindful of the staples as they can be pretty sharp. Take off any unnecessary styrofoam, take out your seat, your rear rack, as well as your charger box, which contains a lot of the parts you'll need to assemble your bike. Your next step is to remove all 3 zip ties from the tire. These are located by the front suspension fork, where the top of the tire meets the handlebars, as well as where the side of the tire meets the pedal crank. Your next step is to take the bike out of the box. Be mindful it is a 65-pound bike, so if you do need another person, I'd recommend you do so. Then take off any remaining styrofoam pieces on your e-bike. The charger box, which contains all your assembly tools, includes your pedals, your tire skewer, some spare nuts and bolts, your repair kit, as well as an extra connector. Start off by removing the 2 plastic ends on your front tire. Then take your tire skewer and remove the top piece as well as the top spring. Place it on the opposite side of the disc. Then place your spring so it faces inwards, and then place the end cap to tighten it. Once you're done with this, grab your bike and straddle it, and then place your tire where the brakes meet the disc. Take the quick release piece and make sure that it's securely tightened onto the bike. Remove any spare styrofoam on the handlebars. Then take your 4mm Allen key and remove the 4 front bolts where the handlebars will go. Place the handlebars in front and make sure that the wires are facing the front and they're not intertwined. Once this is done, take your handlebars and straddle the front tire and make sure they're straight. Then tie in the 2 bolts on the sides as well as the bolt on top with your 5mm Allen key. Next, take your screen and your 3mm Allen key and remove the bolts as well as the washers that were in place. Then tighten your 2 bolts onto the handlebars with the screen, making sure that it is securely fastened. Next, take your 2 pedals, your left pedal and your right pedal, as well as your 15mm wrench, and tighten your pedals so they're going towards the front of the bike. Next, take your 10mm wrench as well as your 5mm Allen key and remove the nut. Then place your headlight as well as your front fender, place the nut back on, and take your 10mm wrench and your 5mm Allen key to securely tighten the headlight and the fender. Then take your spare nuts and bolts, take a nut, a bolt, and a washer, place them on the brackets of the fenders, and tighten them with your hands first. Then take your 4mm Allen key and your 8mm wrench and tighten the nuts and bolts on both sides. Then take your other spare nuts and bolts and tighten the 4 corners on the rear rack, 2 in the front by the seat post, as well as the 2 in the back by the gears. Then connect your taillight connector, making sure the 2 arrows face each other. Your final step is to pump your tires up to around between 26 and 28 psi. Now you're done assembling your Doheny Cruiser. Now it's time to go on your first ride.